Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. We are the Mile High Property Brothers. Today, fun one, interesting, maybe not what you want to hear, but we'll be talking about whether or not you should be selling end of 2022, early 2023. Did you miss the bubble? Did you not miss the bubble? Let's talk about it.
Let's find out, guys. What's up, guys? I'm Eli Schmidt. This is my partner Will Grimes, and if it's your first time checking out our channel, welcome. And while you're here, you're going to want to subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way every Tuesday and every Thursday when we drop a new one of these, you get notified and you don't miss a single one.
100%, and we're licensed brokers here in the state of Colorado, which means just as much as we love making these videos, we would love more to help you with those real estate needs. So that number that's popping up below, we are the guys who answer the phone calls, text messages, and those emails. So if we can help you, we would love to. With that being said, let's dive into it. Speaking of help, if we can help the Broncos tonight, it's Monday night, it's Monday Night Football. I got my Bronco hat on. I'm cheering them on. We gotta stir up some wins, right? It's been a rough couple of weeks. Also, just a testament that, yes, guys, we do film these in real time. We don't batch a ton of videos, so by the time something comes out, it's 6 months old and it's irrelevant. We try to do our best to do 1 to 2 videos at a time to keep it in real time so it matters to you. We are also back from Vegas, which was amazing. You guys know we were speaking at a conference. We're gonna throw some of that content in here, but it's amazing. Man, it's such a pleasure to be industry leaders as far as what we do and speaking in front of, I think it's like 10,000 folks all together. So being on stage, speaking to other realtors, teaching and talking to them about what we do is awesome. And hopefully it validates what we do for you guys with us being those industry leaders, and that, hey, what we have to say is all context from helping all of you and pushing forward. So hopefully what we say matters. That being said, should you sell right now? Should you not sell right now? I'm sure you guys are curious, but let's dive into it.
All right, guys, so diving into the data a little bit to kind of set the stage and give a little context to what we're talking about. Right now, as most of you guys know, we've seen interest rates go up. We've seen buyers kind of chill and pull out of the market a little bit, or hang tight and be patient to wait and see what happens. But we are still seeing a ton of homes sell. Now, average days on market right now is about 35, which is up from about
5 minutes.
35 hours, yeah. Where it was before. So does that mean that you've missed the bubble and it's a bad time to sell right now?
Long story short, no. Let's dive into that. First and foremost, circumstantially, right? Just like when there was 2% interest rates and people were just throwing money at houses, that might not have been the best time to buy. And I think a lot of people knew that. However, circumstantially, if your work was transferring you, if it turned into, hey, you can work remote, so now you can live wherever, but you only had a certain amount of time to go look for a home, whatever it is, a lot of people's circumstances made it impossible to wait longer for a more comfortable time to buy. They had to buy back then, right? And they were okay to do so, right? So if it's your circumstance where you have to sell right now, doesn't make it bad. And I will say this, numbers wise, right? Like, we're still up 11% in equity from last year. So you still have plenty of equity in your home. And more importantly, as far as the overall process, the fact that buyers are going out there and they've got plenty of inventory to look at, and they decide to come to your home, submit an offer on your home, when they can submit an offer on a lot more, you can trust in these contracts a lot more right now. It's a more healthy market where people are having the opportunity to see what's out there and then making that decision to work with you on your home as a seller. Back when the market was super hot per se, right, and there was buyers everywhere and there was no inventory, you were getting people throwing offers on several different homes, and they were falling out of contract super quick or trying to find an excuse. They were throwing crap against the wall, for lack of a better term, right? It was messy back then, and it was super stressful for sellers, even though you were thinking you were getting a ton of money for your house. What most didn't know is they would offer you a ton of money, they'd offer the appraisal gap, but then they would come in and ask for a ton over inspection, and then you'd say no, then people started doing no inspection. Or they might still just back out and
get cold feet.
Or they would just back out because something else popped up, or they got accepted on something else. So it was a high stressful environment for everybody. This is not a bad market. This is a healthy market. Interest rates are healthy. Inventory is healthy where it should be. And believe it or not, it's still low inventory for it to be considered a seller's market per se, correct? So give that food for thought. But what I'm getting at is, with the inventory we have right now, where the intentions are with buyers, they have time to look. They have time to say, hey, you know what? That's the house. We love it. Let's make this work. They execute. They throw that contract onto that home, the likelihood of that continuing through and being a great process for you, 10x from what it was 8 months ago.
It is. Now, if you were going to be selling your home with us right now, our advice to you would be the same as the advice we were giving our sellers a year ago. And that's, hey guys, out of the comps as in competition and the comps as in the comparables, you have to be the best one out of all of those. So that means your home has to show the best, you have to have the best photos, you have to have the best video, and when people get to the home, it has to feel as good as the photos and all the marketing did.
Correct.
That is absolutely crucial. Now, coming down to pricing, you guys may think, now, hey, if things are going for under asking price, maybe I price my home a little higher to allow some of that wiggle room. Here's the problem with that, guys. High pricing your home never wins. Idea is to price your home competitively, because before you would get, let's say, 20 showings in a weekend on a home in a hot market, right? Right now, it is still taking just about the same amount of showings. It just takes longer to get the people in your home. However, if you overprice your home to begin with, you don't get that amount of showings. It all comes down to how you price the home, how your home shows, and then just being patient. And what you want to look for is you want to make sure that you're getting anywhere from 4 to 5 showings per week, and then it might take 3 to 4 weeks to then get that good offer on your home.
In order to get those, you want to make sure that you're doing everything you can across all platforms. Like, so for example, we do a lot of paid social medias and different stuff to put this in front of people that are in states moving to Colorado that are notorious for moving to Colorado based off of analytics. So there are a lot of states that are moving here more than others. So when we are handling listings, we go out and find those buyers just as much as we help buyers from this channel. Also understand when he talks about comps and competition, a lot of folks that are moving to Colorado from this channel or anywhere else, they're okay with Southeast Aurora, Parker, Castle Rock, and Castle Pines. They're all very similar. They've got competitive school districts. They've got a similar landscape. They've got similar style malls and feels. They're okay. Like if we were moving to California, I'm good with Southern California. Is that down to a specific neighborhood or part? I don't know if I know enough. Outside of that, I'm just going to Southern California where I'm going to be that impartial to where the house becomes more important than if I'm in this neighborhood or that neighborhood, right? So you have to understand, if you're selling in Southeast Aurora, if you're selling in Lone Tree, whatever it may be, there are some other areas outside of your immediate neighborhood that are your competition. In addition to that, that means you've got to make sure that you're doing whatever you can as an incentive to help buyers. So if you can help do a 2-1 buy down, give some credits, right, to their lending to help their interest rate come down. You've got equity in your home. If you haven't refinanced 19 times, you have equity in your home. If you're okay to give away some of that to help that buyer's more prone to coming and working with you because it makes that deal work for them.
So, now you got a little taste of what I do. It's pretty dang exciting, huh?
And second half of that is when you go buy, whether it's still here in Colorado or whether it's somewhere else, you get to benefit from this market as a buyer. So even if you feel like you're losing out a little bit as far as where you could have sold, you're gaining a ton on your options as far as where you can buy. And I will tell you right now, the number one reason 8 months ago when interest rates were super low, but inventory was super low and everyone was trying to buy and people were thinking, hey, sell your home. You're gonna get so much money right now. The number one reason why inventory was low and people weren't selling their home is because they understood, okay, I could sell and make a little bit more money right now, but where am I gonna go? I gotta go buy in this market. So like, yeah, I'm gonna gain some money right now on the sell, but then I'm gonna go try to buy right now and maybe win an offer. They weren't in it for that. So right now, even though you're gonna get a little bit less, you'll get a quality buyer, someone that wants to work with you. There's time for you guys to work together, make a great process happen, and you're capitalizing on that buy side when you go out there, right? So believe it or not, I feel like it's a great time to let something go and to be a buyer. Matter of fact, we just bought again and closed on a house last week in South Shore. So amazing, right? So we're practicing what we preach, I guess, per se, but you've got to look at the totality of your circumstances and the totality of both markets, not just selling, but what does it look like for you as a buyer right now? And I promise you, you as a buyer, when you go into your second half of this whole transaction, having the opportunity to go look and have a ton of inventory to see and find the home you love versus just trying to throw crap against the wall and win the one that would let you win, way more desirable. I'm gonna be so curious a year from now and 2 years from now, everybody that bought 9 months ago, 8, 9 months ago, I predict them selling very soon because I don't think they got the home they loved.
I agree.
I think they got the home they could and it was a land grab and they're not happy with it. And as soon as these interest rates down come a little bit and those home prices settle up just a little bit, a year from now, 2 years from now, I see them selling. So it'll be fun to kind kind of rewind this and see where we're at, but
I do too.
feel a lot of them are uncomfortable. This is a better time to go
Yeah.
through this process,
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, guys, we talk about money and equity and the business side of this. Let's not forget, this is a home. This could be for you and your husband or your wife or your family, your dogs, their like family. You still want to enjoy your home, and I feel like the time we're in right now, it's great.
They do. So in short, to wrap up this video, to answer the question that was in the title of this video, did you miss the bubble?
No.
Short answer, well, I think the bubble's gone. I think you did miss the bubble. However, that's a bubble that a lot of people didn't want to
I see what you're
participate in
saying. Right.
anyway.
Right.
That bubble is done. However, guys, when it comes to being able to still get a good offer on your home, 100%, we're seeing them all the time. To get a great offer accepted on a new home, a fantastic deal for you, yes, we're winning offers left and right. So all in all, it ends up being a much, much, much better market for everybody.
We're in South Shore. We got a corner lot. It's an amazing home. It's got several $100,000 worth of upgrades. We did a purchase. We got concessions from seller. I'm at a 4.5 on a rate, guys. So yes, buy downs do work. Yes, there's a ton of refi opportunity down the road. As you further that loan, there's a lot of cool stuff that you can do. So if you guys have questions on that, in addition to what we've talked about today, yep, this is that reminder. Here's that phone number. We are the guys who answer those phone calls, text messages, and those emails. And yes, we are realtors. And yes, just as much as we love making these videos, we would love more to help you with those real estate needs, right? So if there's something we can do to help you guys, let's please do that. But yes, do not feel like you've missed. If you've missed a bubble, like you've articulated it, yeah, absolutely. But have you missed an opportunity? Not at all. Being back in this healthy market overall for the home buying and selling experience is great. If you got questions on it, again, throw us a phone call. We'd love to help you. But with that being said, enjoy some more footage from Vegas and influencing and speaking to thousands of realtors and helping them with their business along the way. So if you're a realtor out there watching, hey, we can help you as well. But until next video, until next week, you guys enjoy your weekend. See you guys very soon.
See ya.